like scum of the earth. Like she's like the bottom of the barrel. She's like pond life. Like look down on her. Like that is how low she is, isn't she? She is as low as it gets. Well, even Scotty T's looking at her thinking, oof, she ain't even worth a squirt. Do you know what I mean? She's just a fucking dog. No offense. So then hold on. Oh yeah, they didn't eject. Oh, also we forgot. In the diary, she called Tiffany a ghetto cunt.
Yeah.
Is this racist?
Well, yeah, probably.
Definitely.
Well, what did Ofcom say?
All the fucking white men on Twitter going, oh, it's not racist. Oh, I call this racist. I call... Not this racist. I call this ghetto. I call that ghetto. I'd call a white person ghetto. I asked I've got a black friend, and I asked her what she thought about it.
Convenient.
And she said it's these undertone things that people say. Like, I mean, it's obvious anyway. Yeah. But all this like chip on your shoulder, all this sort of stuff like that people say.
When people call gay people flamboyant.
Or mincing, for example. We know what you really fucking mean, so fuck off. And also, Megan got a warning for it for being racist, so whatever.
Did she get a warning though? Was it
she got a
warning?
But didn't Tiffany get a warning as well?
She got a reminder.
Did she get a friendly warning?
She got a reminder.
A reminder. She should get the rule book out and have a look. So,
it's just next to Vinnie Jones's bed.
So Nancy Delolio left.
Oh, fuck that. Who gives two fucks about that? No one.
I didn't want her to go. I wanted Angie to go. The only interesting thing that Delolio said in her interview was that she backed Scotty T to win. I just thought that was so random. Weren't you like absolutely revolted that GC was getting cheers?
Yeah, I think she is quite popular in some circles.
With who?
Dunno.
Fucking hell, man. People, oh God.
With the Towies.
We're past this demographic, do you know that?
Oh no, we're too old for this show.
We're like 15 years too old for this show though. Do you know that?
It's like still listening to like Kylie Minogue on Cassingle.
It's like me still reading Heat magazine. I'm actually going to stop reading that this year. But when they were chanting "Get John Out," I was like, I was just like listening, thinking, what are they saying? And when I heard it was John, I was just like, oh my God, of all the people in there of bad moral character, and like, admittedly, when John nominated Darren, that was bad.
I think he had a bad run.
Yeah, when he said, Tiffany, you got to go, and did the gang up eyes, that was but 2 strikes against John right there. Admittedly, he's gaming, there's no doubt about that.
That's why people don't like him.
And he's got a brain.
No, but he's playing too hard.
And he's gay. That's why other people don't
I don't think that's the reason why.
Well,
he's
I know
playing
some
too hard.
people
He's a bit like James Jordan, I think, in the way that he plays.
I was shocked when you said that.
No.
James Jordan is like odious. John is not odious. I know people who don't like him because he's gay. Family members, in fact. Just saying. So then, so Megan come back in the house the next day. I would have been shocked to see her back there if I was one of the others. Daniela, double N, said a few people sit in corners and load the gun. I thought she was talking about John, but actually she was talking about Gemma. Where does Daniela float? She kind of floats in the middle, doesn't she?
She floats from group to group.
Mixing.
But the thing is, she does it quite well, but she does have authority over the others. Like, no one really would dare, actually go for her.
It's true.
Apart from someone stupid, like Stephanie.
So then John said about Megan saying, oh, that thing was nothing to do with me. I get them. And then Gemma said, people have smelt the shit and woken up to it.
A lot of shit talk this year, isn't there? As usual.
What is it? Stephanie said someone shit on my head.
No, she said she'd rather shit on her own head than do so-and-so.
Just hang out with GC.
There's licking the shit out of John Partridge's arsehole.
And there's clearing up shit.
When's someone going to do an actual shit? When's there going to be beef about real shit in the toilet?
We need Fat Man Scoop for that. He was going to blow at the toilet. So then, someone was playing with a lemon in a sock in the garden. Is that something they can make into an HOH task on Big Brother US?
That person must have had a very bad childhood. Did
you enjoy the lip sync battle?
It was brilliant. I thought the real star of the show was Darren Day with his guitar that they gave him. It was like something you had to do at school. It was so stupid.
They nominated him as the best one for that. I was like,
I couldn't believe that.
I was like, what the fuck? I watched that show twice now and I still don't know what's going on. But what about Christopher
Crap.
Maloney and Jags? Sexy or?
Whoa. Someone put a picture of him up on Twitter and said, who let Sonia Jackson back in the house?
Well, I thought he looked more like Dobby.
Nah.
No? Oh, I thought it was funny. So then Gemma was like going, I want to know what that wink meant. Apparently John was like winking at someone when she was like singing with her sausage trousers on that were like 3 sizes too small for her. And they were like going, oh, John, he's so posh, like he thinks he's it. When you're so common that you think John Partridge is posh, then you've got some fucking problems on your hands.
I know, but the wit and wisdom of the GC is too much to take in sometimes, isn't it? There's so much of it.
It's ridiculous.
She's such a... she just wants to lean on everyone about everything.
She is the wooden spoon mixing fucking piece of shit, fucking gross bitch. So then they did the killer nominations. For some reason, they let the people who were on the block vote. So it was Gemma, Angie, Jeremy and Stephanie.
Now, the only person that did a decent vote out of the lot of them was fucking Angie, of all people.
Thank fuck she nominated.
But not for Angie Bowie, we would be screwed now, because otherwise, Strictly Borov would still be there.
Can you name one thing Christina has said or done in that house apart from be racist and sneer at people and announce she's...
Yeah.
Is it that?
When she said she's got a little one on the way. But when she said a little one, she didn't actually say she was pregnant.
Did she say a little one?
I think what she meant was, when she said little one, she meant I've got a little magazine deal
I thought you were
cooking in
going
the
to say
oven.
something else.
Not a baby.
I thought you were going to say something else then.
You wait and see. When they come out, maybe something will happen. There'll be a story. Who knows?
So when Gemma nominated John, that was the most disgusting thing. When she did like those she had those sunglasses on, she had those peace signs at the camera. I was just like, fuck you, bitch.
That was a trashy nomination.
It was.
But
disgusting.
Someone had to put him up. Someone had to do it.
I was totally anti-John. I was like, I hate you, John. You're disgusting. I hate you. And as soon as like she started hating him, I was like, Team John all over again. John is in my top 3 all over again. Fuck you, Gemma.
I love the way that he plays the game. I think it's really good, but I think he doesn't realise what he's doing yet. Do you know what I mean?
People have cottoned onto him.
But he hasn't caught up with his own game. He needs to switch it up and he can do it. I think he can do it.
He was like, he went to the diary room and was like, I've just realised how manipulative people are in this house. And I thought, yeah, it ain't just you doing it, mate. It's other people doing it as well. So who they put up was Jeremy nominated Tiffany, Angie nominated Christina, Gemma nominated John, and then who was the last one? Stephanie nominated Daniela.
But before she did that, she said, I would have put up John Partridge.
Loads of people
now,
did.
This is a really rustic mistake on
Weak
Big
game.
Brother, is to get additional blood in your hands and say who you would have wanted to nominate, but if they're available.
God, do these people want to bathe in blood or something? Are they like Vanessa or what?
Don't know nothing. Don't know anything about the game. And who she put up in the end?
Who?
Oh, it was Daniela.
Daniela.
Right?
So who do you think will go? It's got to be Christina, right? Who the hell is going to vote to save her?
Unless Ted does something with the noms.
Oh
then.
God, don't even say it. I'm going to vote to save John. I'm going to vote to save New York.
But I could live without Borov.
Who's
and
that?
I could Christina. Or whatever she's called.
Anyone could.
And also Daniela,
she's not really impressive.
I like her, but
no, she's just she spouts off about things, but there's no, I don't know. She just says. I feel like she just says what she just goes along with things.
She's just there for the fee. That's it.
Yeah, I've gone off her now. So then we're on to the weekend now. So Tiffany basically called Jeremy out about nominating her, and she said. She went in the diary room. She said, I'm not ready to go home. I want to be the last man and woman standing. That is fighting talk. I like that. Do you like that?
Will she go that deep?
I think she's got a lot of fans behind her. And that tie she did tonight was
But she's going to be up a lot. If she goes up against someone and they start to narrow it to 2 or 3 people on the block, it's going to be difficult.
Of course she's going to be up a lot. She's American and she's a black woman. She's lucky she's fucking still there now. If not for Winston, she would have been gone first week. So then Megan was bragging in the diary room about John being getting the get John out chance, going he's shitting himself. And I thought, how the the fuck did she get away with that tantrum? And why are they trying to get John out? And then John was going...
I bet he was shitting it, though.
Yeah, no, but on the live feed, and I think they showed up the manager, he was going, I feel liberated now. He's like, I don't know why, I just feel like at peace with myself now. And then the next day he's like crying in the diary room.
I know. I really think with John, he should, if he, that Darren Day nomination, if he just said, you know what,
yeah,
I made a mistake, I shouldn't have done it. I think if he just said that and owned his actions a bit more, he'd be a much better player and a lot more popular. But I still think he's going to survive this eviction, no doubt. I think there's no way they would let him go, right? And
no, he won't go. Christina will go.
I hope so,
of course.
But who knows if they jig it around again? If they do like face to face.
Well, if they do that, then they do that. But I'm Team John at the moment. At the moment, and then you've got some tales from the man tub, I believe.
What about the numbers? Right, so Scotty T and who's the other dog? Jeremy. They're in the man tub together.
Let's not call it the man tub anymore. Can we call it like the twat tub?
Mangrave. So
like the sexist tub.
They've got the bubbles out and everything, trying to emulate what have you. But
they're not touching as much as James and Austin.
Yeah, exactly. They're not slapping each other with their speedos. Right. So
I'm listening.
Scotty T is dictating morals to Jeremy, which is
who is it?
Strange world.
That is weird.
And he says that Stephanie is a grafter and that he's already got her phone number. I don't know how he got the phone number or how this came to be.
She used to go after me, he said.
So he's saying that basically she is like, celebrity slut.
Yeah.
Is this true?
Scotty T is like a slut shamer. Like, he's always like, oh, I've like banged so many birds. Like, I've banged like 4,000 birds. And then he's like, I think she's a bit of a slut. It's like, get your facts straight. And then when someone was like, Megan was going about sleeping with like her ex-boyfriend's friend or something, like he got really like offended about it. I'm like, what? It's like, okay, you're giving off like Stephen Good vibes there. Like, you're freaking me out a bit. But if Scotty T is giving you relationship advice, and also David Gest was always giving Jeremy advice about Stephanie, it's like,
I don't like that Scotty T, and I think he's playing a worse game than most people in there, including that Jeremy. That Jeremy's all over the shop at the moment, I think. But I prefer him to Jeremy, even though I can't fucking stand him either.
I think Jeremy is in love with Stephanie.
No, that's just a story.
He's really, I think he's really fallen for her. I do. I actually do.
But what about the alleged fact that he's not really Mr. Island?
Like as if that makes him a celebrity.
But, hang on. He did enter, and he won Mr. Dublin South. Serious. That's what I read.
On Twitter?
Somewhere, Daily Mail probably.
Someone on Twitter tweeted to me, I can't remember who it was, Katie I think, tweeted to me and said, did you hear about Jeremy? And I thought, oh, what's happened? Has he left or something? And it was, he's not really Mr. Ireland. I thought, that don't even qualify you to be a celebrity anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's not like he's like teabagged someone or something. Like, come on now, let's not milk it. So, but thanks for the information. So then, the addiction one-upping, you said about that.
Oh.
Go on.
What? Who's got an addiction?
Yeah, like, you don't know what it's like to have an addiction. What's Gemma got an addiction to? Fucking Dunkin' Donuts.
Probably that or airtime, one of the two. But then she turns on, maybe this was another time, but she turned to John Partridge and she's going, oh, unless you've had addiction, you don't know what it's like. And he's like, well, maybe I have had one. Yeah. And I think really he was just trying to Tommy Top the situation.
Of course.
And like, God knows what he's been addicted to. But he's like, oh, maybe I have.
He's addicted to actressing.
He's a good one, though.
And then Gemma said about Stephanie and Jeremy, have they done fingering or what? Classy. So then there was some task and Tiffany got called the least famous and she was disgusted. She's like, I've got 4 million viewers in the US.
That's Darren Day's fault.
If you call an American unfamous, they really don't like it. They get really mad about it.
I'll bear that in mind.
Yeah. So then...
Underfamous.
Oh yeah, everyone's like having a mother's meeting about Jeremy and Stephanie, and then Jeremy and Stephanie just went like fuck it and just started snogging like under the covers in front of everyone.
Finally, I'd be like, oh thank fuck, like finally get rid of this guy from fucking that dating show.
But did you see Gemma Collins' face when she saw them necking under the covers? She smiled. She was so happy that she got the chance to get on her soapbox and go, oh, it's not right, you got a boyfriend. Do you think she really could give two fucks